Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Castle, live in Indianapolis, Indiana, for the Siege Civil War II, brought to you by To The Point Streaming. Tonight features two Northsiders and Jacob Cook and Andrew Strong taking on Southsiders James Edwards and Cory Drake. I'm Sean Green, your play-by-play commentator, joined as always by the Philly legend, Tim Neal on the controls.
What's up?
And I'm so excited to welcome back to the Castle as guest host this time and not getting massacred by Jake Davidson. That would be young buck Nick Darachi DeShera. Nick, I'm pretty sure our course just got pulled out by Crumbs, but it's nice to have you here this time of year, right before a winter storm.
Yeah, I mean, sunny Orange, Florida, is really hard to deal with right now. It's 75 degrees. Honestly, it's too sunny. Sometimes I get tan. It's the worst. So wanted to mix it up a little bit and deal with the 40 and 30-degree weather of Indy and Ohio. Did a little 3-hour drive over here, and now I'm back at the castle once again.
I appreciate you being here again, bud. It was a long trek for you. Why are you here?
I'm here because this is absolutely one of my favorite experiences.
I mean, why are you in Ohio?
Oh, why am I
don't
in
care
Ohio?
about why you're here.
My mom lives in Ohio. I
Okay.
actually originally grew up there. I lived there for about 8 years.
Yep.
So I go up 1 to 3 times a year, depending on weather and work and everything else. I like to spend a little bit of time over there and see the family, and then try to hang around. I usually go to a dart event when I'm in town as well. So last year I did the Pennsylvania bull shooter.
Yeah.
And then this time just coming over here to hang out with you guys.
Well, we appreciate having you here, bud.
It's a pleasure.
I don't get to see you in person very often, so when I do, it's always a win.
It's always so nice to be able to chat with you like face to face. The smell's not my favorite, but otherwise it's a fantastic experience.
I take pride in my smell. I smell good. All right, Nick, let's make you feel bad. Before tonight's matchup, and we find out whoever you are, and talk about the world of darts, which we're not going to do. We have to take care of some business first. You, Nick Youngbuck DeShera, took a shot at the Castle Count Up, a segment created by our guest hosts, or for our guest hosts, not by the guest hosts, for our guest hosts, to kind of put their money where their mouth is, so to speak. Put them to the test with their best 9 darts.
Well, I certainly didn't have my best 9 darts, but I certainly we'll see what happens.
I think you got some unlucky wires there.
Well, that's usually my excuse, so I'll take you with that.
Yeah, it's kind of how you lost the first 2 legs tonight when we played against each other. So how do you think you did? Did you break 100?
I think I did pretty well. My goal coming into this, I actually asked you what your score was and what Will's
it was
score
89,
was.
and Will's was higher than that.
127 there. So my goal was by 1 point or more to beat Will and you. So we'll see if I accomplish that goal.
Let's see it. Here's Nick doing the Castle Count Up.
And we are recording.
All right, perfect.
Welcome to Castle Count Up. Nick DeShera, how are you?
I'm doing great, Mr. Jason Ives.
All right. Well, thanks for doing this, number one. You had a long drive. Now, you live in Florida.
Yes.
Your parents stay in Columbus.
Correct.
Columbus, Ohio.
Yes.
And you drove over here from Columbus, Ohio, just to come talk to Sean?
Yeah, honestly, I got tired of seeing him on my computer screen and wanted to mix it up a little bit. So it's about 3.5-hour drive from Columbus.
Yeah.
Nice and flat farmland. So it's really scenic.
Well, that's really good. I'm glad you picked the night of a winter storm to do that. It's
Absolutely.
really good. It's great to do.
Only fitting.
But seriously, thanks for doing this.
Oh,
all right,
it's
you
a
got 3 warm-ups doing Castle Count Up, 9 darts, total score of the 9 darts. These are your 3 warm-ups. Go up there and step up to the plate and come on.
All right,
I'm expecting big things from you.
All right, my warm-ups, I'm going to go for 1, so I
Will
can get them out
did
of my
this.
system.
Sean's done this. They both suck.
I just got to do better than them. So I'm going for 1s here
Okay.
to get it out of my system.
All right.
Oh,
that one would normally count, just so you know, because it did go over the hockey.
We're
like
doing the Modus series today.
That is the oldest joke in darts.
It is. It is.
That is.
I've done it to a million people, so I get it.
I've been playing for 40 years, and I've been doing this since 40 years ago. All right, well, let's get going. These are your real shots.
All right, let's do it.
I'm allowed to ask you questions right in the middle of your swing.
Oh, and I'll answer right in the middle.
Yeah, don't worry about it because my teeth are coming loose. I may just be quiet the whole damn time.
All right, well, hey, we're just going to figure it out.
Let's see what you got.
All right.
So listen, I don't see you commentate. I don't see you design shirts. I don't see you. Oh dear, it was behind the hockey.
It was behind. We're good.
So you're good.
You can super zoom on that one.
And I know you work for A to Z Darts.
Correct.
What in the heck do you do?
My mom asked me that same question on this vacation here. And
we're gonna put that down as a 60, and I'm gonna give you that one here because I like you.
Oh, thank you.
I like you more than I like
I
Will.
appreciate the courtesy.
I don't like Will or Sean at all. I like you though, so I'm not gonna cap.
Well, I got notorious Butterfingers, but I actually edit videos between the events for USA Darts.
Okay, all right. So you put out the highlight video type stuff.
Yeah, I put out some of them. Also with Armand from Star City Live also does some with me.
Okay.
And
so that Star City Live, that's like the Siege, but somewhere else.
Yeah, they're trying their own thing and building up the dart community. I always try to keep tabs on everything, Wisco Darts and all those other streams.
Yeah.
But I make highlights. The other day I had a meeting where
So you make highlights for them.
Yeah, but
you don't make highlights for us.
Well,
you like them more than you like us? Is that what it is? Hold on, I'm just asking.
I feel like this is getting a little personal here.
Well, I'm just wondering why you help those guys.
Oh, and I come here and I help you guys.
And I gave you that dart right there.
You did give me that dart.
I gave you that dart, and now I've come to find out you don't even like
tonight's highlights are on me. How about that? You got yourself a deal right there.
All right. So listen, you're sitting at 105.
Yeah.
All right. These next 3 darts count. Where you got to get above. I think you're already above Sean.
Well, Will's at what? 127.
Will's not very good. You shouldn't base yourself.
I was going to go left side of the board if that's the case.
173 is Tim.
173 is Tim. Oh, I can do
175 is some good-looking dude named Jason.
All right, so let's go ahead and try to.
You're 105.
Try to break that.
All right, here we go.
Well, that's
all right, you're gonna need a lot more than that. That's a big trip. Wouldn't hurt.
Nope.
Or
not
7.
gonna happen today.
All right.
It's all right.
Or 7. I mean, that's a solid 7. Hey, I'm not gonna tell you what your total is, but it's pretty easy, man.
Hey.
All right.
I'll take it.
Thank you.
Easy math is my specialty.
Generally, thank you for doing this.
It's a pleasure.
Folks, Nick Teixeira, you'll hear him all night long.
Well.
Wow,
Young
wow,
Buck, we saw a lot of people in the chat that were watching along with you that, now are embarrassed to know you. But how about this, buddy? A 137 ties you with Robo. And if I wanted to be even with someone, it'd probably be Robo. He's like the coolest person in the world. So put you right up there. You don't even fit.
More importantly, do you see Will Stewart? I don't know who Danny Lobby is. And Sean Green.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
Yeah, I almost beat Danny. That's what happened there. Yep. Man.
What's with Magnum PI says Ryan Georges, if you saw that one.
Big shout out to Jacob Damon, 200 stars for beating up on Nick last time.
Yeah, shout out, buddy.
Hey, he gave me one freebie link, so that way I could say I still got one more than you at the time.
No, I've won a match now. That's all that matters.
Now.
Hey, Nick, you've been playing darts for a long time, since you were a pretty young kid because your dad and stuff like that. But tell me how you got started in darts.
I mean, I got started, obviously, my dad played the game. He's been playing pretty much his whole life since he was 18, 19. And I was always into the youth leagues in the Florida area. Once that kind of wrapped up and I got into high school, I took a break. Then I was 16.
Because it wasn't cool to play darts?
Yeah, no. Did not pick up any chicks at all. Turns out it wasn't the darts' fault. So after that,
it was your pickup lines.
I got into playing dart leagues, and PPD was coming around at this time. It was starting to get really popular at this time. It was already around. PPD was really popular. I was 16, so what's it, circa 2015.
You were 16 in 2015?
Is that so?
Ugh.
Yeah,
right,
sorry to disgust you there. And so I got really into the PPD leagues, and then when I was 18 and 19, I took a little bit of a break before college. And I decided, you know what? I wanted to make sure my life's productive, motivated. So I played darts every day.
That'll do it.
That's what really got me addicted. I was playing 5 nights a week, going to every single blind draw. Got my average up to, in soft tip at the time, 4-1, and steel tip 68 average.
It's a weird flex, but okay.
And then that's what I was like most comfortable darts. Took a break when COVID happened, and then I happened to get tagged in Facebook comments.
Yep.
And the one thing led to another, and I got into dart streaming.
Yeah, which is crazy, right? That's weird.
It was just a happenstance circumstance.
Yeah.
I wasn't looking to be a dart streamer.
You would think you would have done better tonight, though, if you mentioned all the time you played darts.
Well, I'm retired now.
Well, so those that watch the CSE Challenger Series every week know the story of how we met and started working together. What is your version of that story? Because I don't think I've actually asked you that.
My version of how we met?
Yeah.
So I decided to go to my once every other month blind draw because I really don't play that much anymore. I decided to go there on a whim to Skybox Sports Tavern in Kissimmee, Florida. And I was there, and I'm telling you, my honest reaction, I actually told you this earlier, is that your stroke looked very familiar at the dartboard. Let me specify.
Dart throw.
Yes. And so... So anyway, so when we got out of the bathroom and we went up to the dartboard,
dart throw.
Anyways, it's a pleasure to be on the show. No, So I actually got to play you in the first round, right? Or it was first or second round there?
It was the first round, yeah.
And I saw you throw, and I was like, man, this guy has really good technique. I don't really play much anymore, and I'm in for a really bad time here. And you were partner with Adam Clayton, if I'm not mistaken there. And then I went up, and I waxed you. And
yeah, it was your partner's fault, but yeah.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I didn't say it was my fault.
Yeah.
But
I actually threw really well.
No,
I'm really upset still.
You
that we
actually
lost
backed
that.
it up. That was the worst part. You looked like you knew how to throw, and then you threw really well.
Yeah. It was one of my better nights throwing. Little did you know how bad I actually was.
But you were also wearing a jersey with your face on it.
I was.
And I was like, well, I have to ask, right? And like at this point, I had the CSC was not like something I was invited to yet, not something that was happening on my radar. At that point, I'd done it once or twice with the original runner of the show, just as a guest host.
Which you told me that night.
Yeah, and that's literally, I like mentioned it to you, and you mentioned, hey, I have this little show. Well, you didn't know this, but I actually went and followed it that night and made sure to actually watch a couple episodes.
By the mustache now, I can tell how creepy you are. So
yeah, so then after I got out of my bed and was finished watching you, and then I got tagged in Facebook comment by Brandon Westover to do the CSC Challenger Series. I just a random like, hey, this guy knows how to stream. He's done it before. Carly called me, and I was literally I sent you a message. And I said, hey, call me when you can.
Yeah.
And I was at a movie
I
theater.
had no idea what this was going to be about.
Yeah. You were like, what? Why? And so I was at a movie theater, and you called, and it was the start of like Suicide Squad. It was a good movie.
Yeah.
And I stepped out to talk to you, of all people.
Well, that was nice of you.
And I told you about the show, and you were sounding super excited. And then I was like, and you're getting paid to do it. And you're like, wait, that's an option? That's how this works?
Yeah, that was a selling point for sure. And the rest is history.
That's pretty much it, yeah.
And then we started doing it, and somehow people still watch it.
So all I got out of that was you're the guy at the movie theater doesn't know how to put his phone on airplane mode.
Correct.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There's no other way to frame it there.
I was going to bypass the rudeness of that. Famous commentator Will Stewart says, howdy, fellas.
Yep. He was a part of that original group. Actually, I called Jen Mounts to ask her to commentate, and then she said,
That'd have been way
Will
better.
do it. And
Been way better with Jen.
The legend, Will Stewart.
Yeah. Well, who would have thought he was going to be the GOAT?
He had a big win last event, right?
He did. He won
singles,
Air
Air
Cap
Capitals,
singles. Yeah. That's awesome.
which is one of his goals. So
he's finally getting good at darts again.
You guys had him on the siege here, and I mean, he even played pretty well and respectable when he was here.
He did.
You know, I hate to give him too much credit, but he's a phenomenal shot.
Yeah, and unfortunately, he was good. All right. So now you've played in the Florida community for some time. Who do you typically partner with for events when you do get to play?
Well, you know, when I do get to play, I try not to take any of the actual people that have a chance to win it on their own, like the Kenny Doyles of the world.
Yeah.
Because Kenny would play with me for 2 seconds and be like, nope, I'm okay.
Yep.
I played with pretty much everybody. Chrissy Grimble around there, Brian Dennis. I played with a lot of guys around there. But actually, my favorite person to play with is, this is going to be corny, my dad.
Yeah. It's not corny at all.
The idea of being able to play
it's
with
him.
him.
It's also not true, Pops. He's talked to me about you.
So, no, but he showed me the game. I want to get myself out of the doghouse here for a second, right? Like, he is actually the person that showed me the game. I clowned him all the time for his 2.8 to my 4.0. And he should get clowned on.
Yep.
But I would not be in this room talking with you right now if he was a better father and kept me out of smoking bars.
Fair enough. Thanks, Dad. And if you know Dominic Teixeira, you know how truthful that whole statement was. All right, who's your favorite non-dad starter in Florida?
Non-dad. It's actually my favorite partner I've ever played with. His name's Eric Kepfer. Him and I were always around the same average. We both started shooting up our averages around the same time, from the 2s range to 3s and so on. And we were always competitive. Every time we went to the state tournament, we'd always walk home with a trophy together.
There you go.
So up until the most recent belt, that was always the case. And he is one of those guys, and not really in the community. He just likes to play with his friends and stay away from me. He doesn't have a Facebook account or anything like that either.
Stay away from you?
Yeah, stay away from everyone else. He'll answer my sports betting questions, and that's about it.
That's a true story.
There you go.
All right, so we're running out of time because Jason talked way too much during the Castle Count-Up in his video. So we got to
Does he not know that's our job?
This a little bit. I know, it's crazy, right? Tonight's match involves North versus South. You have a question about that.
Yeah, so I mean, I want to know if there's like a rivalry there, because I know like in a lot of different dart communities and stuff like that, there's West, East, North, South.
Yeah, so
what's going on here?
As a North Sider, from my perspective, there's not one. We have been kind of punished on the North Side as far as the talent level goes around the city,
Right.
but Mac Philly is a North Sider, so we're gonna win everything now. It's over with now. Tim?
What? I'm picking Southside just because I live in the Southside.
Okay. Well, we're not talking about the matchup tonight.
Oh.
You're talking about like the rivalry overall, about West East. south, north, all that good stuff.
I'm blaming Corey because he came and started talking to me for randomness. But no, there's
The legend grows, Philly legend.
no, there's a healthy rivalry. It's friendly. Like you
Yeah.
always hear West Side's the best side, South Side, and then like the argument is, well, how far south? Like what's South Side? Like is it South?
Apparently, Corey
Indianapolis?
Drake is south side tonight.
Well,
That's Martinsville.
It's way south.
That's down south, deep south.
That's
Which
south
then
side.
that brings in like deep south of Danny Lobby, and then
That's
south side.
west.
Well, but
that's west
southwest.
west.
Oh, okay, fine.
It's straight 70 west.
Oh,
I'm gonna have to agree.
fair enough.
Yeah.
I have
Yeah,
no
whatever
idea.
you said.
No,
Yeah,
No,
whatever.
no, southwest would be Evansville.
Okay. You have another question, Brian?
I absolutely do. So it's my understanding that you actually picked out tonight's match. Normally,
did.
that's the Mastermind Jason's job. I feel
Yep.
like. So let me know, why did you pick the players that you did, and what's the kind of the story here? Tale of the tape.
So I picked 4 friends first and foremost.
Okay.
I like all 4 of these guys a lot.
They're the only 4 that would talk though.
And they're the only 4 that would answer my messages. But I wanted to pick a couple Northsiders. They're my friends more so than others because that's where I'm from. So I picked Jake and Andrew because of that. 2 guys. Andrew is such a sneaky talent on the north side, and it got real quiet in here. I don't know if you noticed that.
Yeah. Well,
But he is a sneaky talent on the north side to where not a whole lot of people even know how good he actually is. But he's going to shock some people tonight. He's going to be at times the better player of anyone. And there'll be times where he probably won't be. But I'm excited to see him play. He did well in the first Civil War, and so I thought he'd be a good return for Civil War 2.
well, a lot of these players have pretty good records. I mean, they've all played
Yeah,
at the castle, which
that's
is
true.
Other than the redemption shows.
Yeah.
This is a very rare occurrence, from my understanding.
It is. Yeah, we usually try to, have a couple of new people, but I wanted to make sure that everything was exactly equal. The averages are very close between the 4 players. They're both friends with their partners. They played with their partners before often. And then at the same time, they've all been to the castle. If it's only been once, there's 2 of them that have been here once, twice, 3 times, and 4 times. So it's all even.
Yeah.
Which is what I was really looking forward to. Because then it's about the darts. And I wanted to make it about the darts. And the darts are going to be really good tonight.
Oh, I'm watching these players warm
Yeah.
up. I know for a fact that my count-up is not representative of the quality of the darts tonight.
Yeah, I mean, the format, I think, lends itself to also kind of showcase the talent.
Yeah, what's going on with that format? Because it's a little bit different than normal.
It is. So I picked set play. I got to pick the format, and I wanted to throw in some singles. I think that a couple of our players really thrive in singles versus doubles. I'd say James and Jacob are both rhythm throwers. Andrew and Cory have a little bit more of a deliberate throw. So for doubles, Andrew and Cory are going to be fine. They're on that. But I wanted to see the rhythm of James and Jacob kind of go at it. And so start off with singles. They play a best 3 out of 5. It's all 0-1 except for leg 3 is cricket. And that goes for both singles matches. And then after that, it's doubles. Best 2 out of 3. And the first of 3 sets wins.
Well, give us an opportunity to really understand these different players, their throwing abilities and their comfortableness being on camera and being at the castle. And then you'll really see the dichotomy of the doubles construct later on in the match. So it gives us a chance to really get to know these guys, which is exciting for me as someone that is a little bit of an outsider here.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be good.
Oh,
I'm excited.
I'm excited too. I mean, watching these guys warm up. I mean, I'm gonna be honest here. My take is gonna be Southside through and through.
Okay, give me your final score then.
Final score is. I'm not gonna give a final score. I don't want to be wrong on my prediction here. I don't.
You just think Southside, so you're already wrong in your prediction.
So then what I say is irrelevant to you. Then is what I'm hearing.
No, I just want you to be an actual analyst and give me a prediction.
The problem is these guys are that even. Like as
That's
much.
true.
I'm saying Southside purely because Tim's usually right with most things.
Okay.
And that
Clearly, he doesn't watch our show.
No,
no.
no. Tim has the worst record by far.
Let me hear. What's your prediction here? Let me hear where you're coming from.
Well, first of all, Philly, what do you got?
I'm picking Southside because I live in the Southside.
Okay, what's the final set score?
Is it a race to 3?
Yep.
3-2.
Okay, you think it's gonna be real close? Though?
Yeah, absolutely. I think every set's going to be real close. Also.
Okay, I'm excited for that. I have it 3-2 as well, and I have it going all the many legs that it possibly can go. And my final score will go to the north side.
3-1
3-2.
south. I'm going to take 3-1.
3-1 south?
I think I'm going to
Okay.
As much as I said it's close, I'm going 3-1 south here.
Well, here we go. Let's see who is right. I want to give a huge shout out to our sponsors for the stream tonight: North Point Bank for the Doubles Cam, Night Owl Saloon and Grill, Corbett Family Plumbing, our interview cam sponsor, the Checkered Flag Tavern, A2ZDarts.com, Magicware, and of course, Hickory Hills Barbecue. Our trophies for the Siege come from the Forged Egg. I'm Sean Green, joined by our guest host, the amazing Nick Teixeira, with the Philly legend Tim Neal on the controls and the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Jason Ives, checking in from time to time. Here is Keegan Ives. Maybe getting us going.
I think he's giving them their warm-ups.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm guessing he just hasn't started yet. So we're making sure that the Dark Connect is set up correctly. You can see the scoreboard up there top. Hey, Nick, so just starting out, you've seen both these guys kind of throw.
Mm-hmm.
What do you see about each of their techniques, their throw?
I mean,
interests you.
We're taking a close look here at Jake's throw. I mean, you can see it's a classic. He sets up that 90-degree elbow, kind of pulls it away from his face. You don't bring it below his eye line. He brings it to the side of his head. A little bit abnormal in that sense. But that being said, it's a straight follow through, clean release. There's nothing really wrong there.
Or will the
And
North
what about James?
rise again?
James?
In the first leg, it's James to throw first. All the best. Game on!
There's Keegan.
So, real quick before you go,
Yeah.
if James needs a nickname, why can't he be the Gnome? Am I the
Because,
way-
I mean, with the
100.
hat, it definitely.
But he's so quiet. And
yeah, the Dark Connect is
Yeah.
not connected.
But in the meantime, while the Dark Connect's getting set up there, I will say the best thing about James' demeanor, he is the most relaxed looking guy at the board. He looks so comfortable, looks very just in his own zone. Nothing's really bothering him. It's another day at the office.
Yeah, I think a good nickname is like Easy.
Easy. I mean, he makes it look easy with,
Right.
with his setup there. I mean, you just look at he's just walking. His shoulders are relaxed. They're not tight. They're not up. It's very nice, relaxing form there. You can see on the other hand, Jacob here, super serious on his face.
Yeah, for sure. Well, looks like we are still in the process of getting Dark Connect to work, which is fine. We'll figure it out.
In the meantime, I just want to say hi to Ashley Ritchie in chat there saying, I'm just here for Nick. If his grandma can watch, I can too. And that's exactly what I'm saying. So shout out to Gammy and my mom there watching and my grandpa over in Columbus. Thank you for tuning in.
Love it. Love it, guys. And thank you guys so much for joining us tonight for this show. It's going to be a good one. Stay with us because the darts are going to be fantastic. Once we actually get Dark Connect to work, we will get that going for you. I promise. That is a very integral part to everything that we're going to do. So we'll make sure that is working out.
In the meantime, while this is all getting situated, I mean, I cover a lot of soft tip events. That's obviously something I'm more known for. I've covered a few steel events like Cherry Bomb in the past, but it's not something that I would say is my forte. As someone that does both, like, what's the major difference that you typically find yourself when talking over steel versus soft tip?
Well, the math is different. It's the same game pretty much, but the math is different, and it's depending on the type of soft tip game too. If it's master out, if it's double out, if it's double in, double out, if it's split bowl, there's all those different styles and best ways to go about taking those outs. And fortunately, as a lower level player that I am, I've learned all of the top level math that you would need to know as a best experienced dart player, just because I've had to. But I also know that good, easy, best choices, soft tip, master out, open out, math. How to leave a bullseye at the end is kind of a difficult type of way to think about things if you're used to steel tip.
No, it is. I mean, that is the hardest thing to teach when someone's new to those soft tip tournaments, those fat bowl events, master out, whatever it may be. I mean, it's a completely different math set, and I feel very comfortable in that math set and can call out shots from each dart as they're leaving hand. On the contrary, when you and I were playing some games earlier here for fun while the show was getting set up, before we did all of our double checks on Dark Connect.
Yep.
So when we were getting everything set up here, you saw I did not know my math nearly as well. Now it's different when you're throwing actively versus watching someone do it.
Yeah.
But it's definitely
That's fine.
it's definitely like one of the bigger changes. Hi, I got an orange still. I brought from Florida. So
There you go.
freshly going. But I mean, it's one of those things where the math is completely different. You have to be very comfortable knowing your shots as you're going there. You're not going to get the board assistance. You're
Right.
and especially with the singles night, they're not going to back up the line and ask their partner. Their partner's probably on the practice board or sampling some of the nice sodas and waters that we have here.
There you go. That's true. And I honestly will say this. I think that there is a math advantage for Jacob and Andrew.
Why do
I
you say
think-
that?
James and Corey do play some steel tip, but I would say mostly they are soft tip players. So they're used to that math kind of being shown to them. I could see that being an issue with having to make sure that you know all that math. Whereas Jacob and Andrew are both mainly steel tip players.
Right.
That's what they practice together. Andrew doesn't play soft tip very much at all, except for the one night a week that he goes to the bar just to practice. So there's a difference there.
It is, and it's one of those differences too. I mean, Danny Baggish was in here earlier, and he's one of those people that will tell you there's always going to be a difference between soft tip and steel, and while you can still be good at both, there's going to be that clear difference that you have to be comfortable with. And look at this. I think we're back in the action here.
Oh, yeah.
45.
We are going strong. Jacob, let's look at Jacob here. All right. He
Or
throws
James.
the J-Max specials, 26 grams. He usually plays at Nippers on the north side. He is 1-3 at the
100.
Castle, and his talent level should tell you that he should be better than that as far as record goes. So that one kind of shocks me. I'm curious what is your thoughts on why that might be?
I mean, I can attest from my own performance on the castle.
James
It is hard when
require
you're under the
142.
Saturday night lights, as they call it, right? And when you're there and you're playing and you're throwing, you know that people are going to be looking at you, even if you try to get that out of your mind. Like James seems like he's not even thinking about it, right? And that's a skill that most people just don't necessarily have. It's hard to know that people are going to be watching. Your mistakes are going to be recorded and on the internet forever.
82.
Yeah, it's true.
And the other reason too that could happen. I mean, these are all show matches. We have to remember that these are all like invitational show matches. It's not your normal blind draw where you do well
at
at
this.
and you're playing
Look at
different skills.
this.
130.
Ooh, a nice 133.
James, you require
Leaves a
60.
finish, but James here on the 17 dart potential for the 17 darter.
Still looking good. Needs to move a little bit to the side here. Get
Yeah.
right in between them.
40.
And not going to do it. If this 138
Jacob, you
goes,
require 138.
Oh, boy. it can too.
It certainly has to.
It's not going to.
And now this
Trip
is the
20?
difference.
Trip 20.
Would have left
39.
tops,
At
but he
least
hits the
99.
1.
James,
Ugh.
you require 20.
Difference maker is hitting these easy chip-in shots. That's going to be what's going to define these players with very close averages. Who can hit their chip-ins?
The North
That is
Bank
right on the
doubles
wire.
cam.
That's just above. He's going to have to step back, though, because...
I'd throw right at the back of that flight.
and he does and
15.
just drags it low. Leaves the 5. Kind
Jacob,
of
you
a
require 99.
nightmare.
19 tops.
I like that move for Jacob.
I am going to have to agree with that shot take there.
That's 21. Possibly.
Yeah, it was.
Yep.
24.
Ooh,
Oh.
77.
Just...
87, I apologize. James, you require
Ooh.
5.
I can't believe I knew that math right away.
Yeah, I was going to say, you were on point there.
Even Tim, I don't think, knew that one.
I was over there waiting for Keegan in my ears to give me some advice there.
1 dart left at double 2. Doesn't
Oh.
hit it, and Jacob's going to get a chance,
you
a
require
really
12.
realistic chance here at the 12.
James is going to be very frustrated those last 9 darts there.
All right.
Not there. The one number. The one number we can't get to.
Double 3.
We can get to that one. Walk it up.
And he
Nice.
over
2-5.
aggressive, and they are on 3 and
James, you
2.
require
This is a
2.
little first game nerves, huh?
The first game blues is absolutely the case here. These
North
players
Point
are
Bank,
top players.
Madhouse.
They're wise. Like, he's not throwing bad darts at all.
No score.
That last dart was a little slack, but
Jacob, you require
I mean, wow.
3.
Yeah, Ashley Ritchie in there saying the pressure of knowing you're being watched completely changes the game sometimes.
It absolutely does.
He hit the first dart. Oh, and
No
drags
score.
it low, and that's just what you can't do with 3.
James, you require
You just got to
2.
throw the second dart high.
You have to. You have to aim right at one of those letters and then bring it down in.
This is
No
almost so
score.
important that whoever hits this, I think, wins
Jacob,
this.
you
Whenever I
require
help
3.
somebody, especially double one, I always tell them aim for the bottom of the actual number 1,
Mm-hmm.
and then walk it down.
Exactly. The
There's
other
one.
the other advice I always got was put your foot a millimeter further back than you normally would. Just put it just enough back that you're thinking about it.
Now throw it right at the back of that dart.
And he does, and it wires low.
Oh my goodness.
James,
My-
you require 2.
Oh, my.
The madhouse is going today.
And that's why they call it the madhouse.
No score.
Oh, we're going to get stuck in a snowstorm. This keeps
Jacob,
up.
you require 3.
Guys, I'm sleeping over.
There's a big old beanbag up there, I think.
There we go. Oh, that was a bad dart. There it is.
Oh,
About
flag.
time.
Jacob Cook.
And what a steal, too. Broke the throw. Ashley says, just ask Nick about me at Cherry Bomb.
Oh,
Second leg.
please. Oh,
Jacob
please. You
to
did
throw
phenomenal, Ashley. Second
the
place
best
at that
game
tournament
up.
is nothing to be ashamed of.
Devlin Laughing is in our chat, and
That's a good break.
Devlin, I had to play him in Batavia last weekend.
How'd that go for you?
He has the form of a Greek god, and if he just played more often, I think that he would be not in the C bracket. Let's put it that way. He beat me with like a 4-5 in the last
They
game.
couldn't get to D because there wasn't enough people.
That I tried. There was a D. I wasn't in it. I don't know why. I was shocked. All right, Jacob, starting off with 100 here, and here's where you're seeing a bit of a switch right away, right?
Last game, James
Pressure's
was
off.
entirely dominant. 100, 100, 100. Was thrown very consistent. Jacob here
55.
starts off with an early advantage after doing a break, and James knows he can't let that happen again. What I want to look at closer there is look at the way he throws. Look at how he has that dart almost completely sideways and does a little twist and go. I wonder if he does it to like help loosen up the muscles in his wrist, his arm.
I don't know.
It's one of those things where it's very uncharacteristic because he's not really lining up the point of his dart before doing the setup. He's kind of just going almost in one motion there.
If you watch him, he's pretty straight. By the time he gets it back to his eye, the dart's straight on.
Oh, he is,
It's
but
a little Kyle Anderson-esque.
it's just
It's not
very
as bad,
fascinating.
but yeah, I mean,
Yeah, it goes straight by the end there, but it's almost like he's aiming with the side of the tip
100.
before, rather than aiming at the top of the tip, which is what you typically will see with a lot of different players.
We got a race to 286 here.
yeah. They just did it in different rounds. See if he tries to go over that one.
40.
He does, and it grabs it. So only 40 scored there. A little bit of look here for James to take control of the leg. James wants to give a shout out. Actually,
132.
that would have been good timing, James.
Amazing shot.
But shout out to obviously his wife Sierra. I actually threw with Sierra an Adam and Eve draw. It was probably her first or second time ever playing darts,
And that's why she doesn't
And-
play no more.
and
That's good.
it's
71.
awesome to see how great she is in the dart community
James,
now.
you require
And of course,
154.
James's kids, Macklin, Tobias, and Matthew. Dad wanted to give a shout out to you guys, so shout out to
74
you.
left, Trip 14.
80 scored, 64 left.
Trip 16 gonna be the look here.
74 left. Triples 14.
He said 64 left.
He was wrong.
Well,
94.
but he said 64. No, no, didn't he?
Yeah,
He
did.
said
did.
64, but he
You're
was wrong.
absolutely right.
And you're absolutely right then, Tim. We both were. I was just going off what Keegan said.
Well, 60 still
65.
phenomenal leave there. So
James, you require 60.
Yeah, and Jacob back on 110. It's doable, but James is not going to try and leave Madhouse again.
we've seen 60 not go well for him last time.
This is that first star was a lot lower.
20 scored.
He'll take that compared to what he had.
Jacob,
But
you require
Jacob a chance to steal
110.
this leg again. This would be a backbreaker if this goes.
110 is very doable for a player of this caliber.
Just looking down, the 19s are out. Now it's awkward.
47.
Personally, not a big fan of shooting it down
James,
there. I love
require
going for the
40.
2018 switch up there
Yeah.
or any of the other options up top.
I
Well,
typically don't shoot the 19 when I'm even unless
Best game
There
shot,
it
second
is.
leg.
unless it's a
James
116.
Edwards.
Yep.
1-1 score line here, guys. Now we head to cricket.
We got back-to-back
Hey,
breaks.
All right, fellas.
Keegan?
You You know what time it is. It's cricket time. This time with James to throw first.
I
All the
love
best
it.
Right on cue, baby.
There you
he's
go.
phenomenal.
All right, you heard the ref. It is cricket time. As this is where soft tip is going to be an advantage for both
80.
gentlemen here.
Sorry, 4 marks.
It's a 3 mark.
It's a 3 mark for sure.
It's a 3 mark.
Right.
It's only 3. 4 5s does not equal 120.
These eyes. These eyes.
We're cooking with fire.
He was wrong twice.
Hey, to give him some slack, it's been like 2
Listen,
weeks since
he
done
got
it.
it's cricket time right, so that's good.
That's a 5 mark.
There's a 5 from Jake.
I will say you guys did have a good show the other day. That was really phenomenal to see over New York, right?
Oh yeah, Batavia is so enjoyable. The players are fantastic.
That's a 3 mark.
If you're a soft tipper, that's a destination event.
Yeah.
I mean, the work that Knox Amusement does, just for everybody. Like it's an open event for everyone, which is rare for soft tip.
it's rare for a vendor to do.
Oh, absolutely. I know our
Big
tournaments
4.
have never had any open events around the Florida area.
I mean, it makes sense to not have anything. So for them to just do it is pretty cool. And then they take it 8 steps further than they need to. It's like the owner of Knox Amusement, Brian, is a dreamer. And instead of just being a normal dreamer where like you dream it and you're like, but we can never pull that off. He just is like, all right, well, we're gonna do this. And he literally had the streaming area turned into a corral with real wood that, I mean, I don't know how much that had to have cost, but it had to be
over $1,000.
yeah, it was a ridiculous amount for
Just that
an
sign.
aesthetic.
Just that sign was probably
Yeah.
$1,000.
That's phenomenal.
They mixed concrete to put the fence posts in.
Yeah. And then covered it with mulch
Yeah.
so that it
7
looked
mark.
better. What a big 7 mark there from James. Turns the leg around with that 7 early.
And you're going to notice that they're going to keep this game fairly close.
Wow.
You're not going to have a big scoring advantage on either side. They're going to keep that gap as manageable as possible and just know that they can hit 9 mark more likely than their opponent can. That's the mentality they have to
Look
keep
at
this
that.
night.
James Edwards
That's a
is
5 mark.
just making it look easy.
Now he's also
They're both averaging a 4.
he's a weekend removed from playing in the Indianapolis Bull Shooter, where he finished 3rd in singles, where he basically had a point the whole time. So
Yeah.
he's pretty locked in on pointing and cricket.
Oh, absolutely. It just you're going to see them
Five mark.
get
You
find
have
their
to with
stride
that.
and get comfortable and hit some big rounds back and forth here.
I mean, you got 4-2 playing 4 right now.
Yeah, this is great.
I mean, it's what you expect in a great match.
Yeah, their 0-1 was nothing to
2
sneeze at, but this is much better.
There's an open.
Well, their 0-1 got dragged down by that,
Oh yeah, the
double one
ones.
and struggling with doubles.
There is the point lead. Did he take a stab at it? He does. He
That's a 3 mark.
did. I almost said he does not. Like I almost would have been shocked. If
Now,
he
if
did.
I'm James, I'm closing the 18 first start, and then I'm going to 18 back to the 20. He goes to the 20.
well, you're not James, are you? James goes point because I can hit a single
5
18 to say like
Well, last
back
time
of
he
my
did that, he
hand.
missed.
well.
That's right.
He must go by averages.
He's feeling it.
And now Jacob's gonna have to move down to 17. And that first start's awkward for the second. You can see him trying to force that. Yeah, he'll close the 20s.
And that's a great close there. I mean, you have to realize, especially in steel, a lot of more 20s that you're practicing than any other number. You don't want to leave that. Even if you're a little bit behind, sometimes that advantage alone is worth it. This is
Wow.
not one of those cases,
That
though.
hurts.
Trip 17.
There goes the trip 17.
I need to give a shout out. While these guys are cruising down.
How about
Art
Big
six?
Bruce.
Brusha
Smart.
sending 500 stars. That's awesome. Eric Black sending a couple hundred stars. You guys are sending stars. Dennis Shan, 1,200 stars again. Thank you guys so much. It really is. I can't tell you how much it means to us.
That is a
It's
7 mark.
fantastic. You do it. I don't care if you send us 50 stars or you send us 500 stars. Every penny helps. It really does. But thanks everybody for doing it. A big shout out to all the sponsors too. Did you see that
Wow.
the Hickory Hills changed
That's a 5
their
mark.
menu and lowered some of their prices?
I did
Yeah,
not
they
see
lowered
that.
most
Yeah.
of all their prices.
What the? I mean, I would have been raising the prices.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
This economy.
I'll tell you what. Nick, you're really popular in the chat. I kind of keep track of the chat this week, right?
Perfect.
You're really popular. Ryan George referred to you as Magnum PI with your mustache.
I take that in stride.
Yeah, I would too. He's a good-looking fellow. He drives a Ferrari too, which would work nice. So, but everybody's been sending stars. I can't thank you enough. Thank you so much. The players, everybody.
3 mark.
Thanks so much for pitching in. Enjoy the show, guys. It's a really good dog match.
Well, there's the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. Jason Ives. And Jacob is looking at Bowles only as he's fallen well behind in the leg after throwing a 4.0 for the majority of a steel tip cricket leg, and he's getting dominated.
I mean, right now, the takeaway for Jacob, don't get frustrated by this game right here.
Well, it's over.
Don't get frustrated, though. There's still a match left. There's still sets to win, right? I mean, that's what he has to remember here is, hey, walk this one off. It happened. Let's move on.
Race to 3.
Did James throw better darts
Fourth
than
leg,
what
back
he
to
normally
0-1.
does that leg,
Jacob to
do you
throw
think?
first.
No.
All the best. Game on.
Or is
No, I really don't.
you think that's James's level right now?
Yeah.
Was it a 4-0 or something like that?
It was above a 4.
Okay.
Which
58.
I know he threw great.
Yeah.
But that's what he would expect to throw right there.
What about you, Tim? You think Jacob's throwing at his level right now? Or is he not throwing as well, or is he throwing better than?
I mean, they were both averaging over a 4.2 going into the
100.
bottom half of the board.
Yeah.
And it was just a couple of slack darts here and there that brought them down. So absolutely.
That's the story of my dark career there.
But what you're seeing here right now is you have the two people that are playing that probably
56.
play the most darts out of anybody in the city at this moment. You got Jacob playing in every major Booyah Cup and every major online event, and you got James is playing almost every day over at Night Owl. So
James is starting out this leg awesome.
Yeah, I think James is a good future participant in the CSC Challenger Series.
Yeah.
if he keeps
If it was steel.
if he keeps applying,
Well, if it was soft.
it is soft.
Yeah.
That right.
He's better at soft.
81.
He's more comfortable at soft.
I don't know.
I'd say Jacob's a little bit off right now.
You would say Jake's a little bit off?
A little bit. Not in that cricket leg. That cricket
Yeah.
leg he threw well, but and just got beat. But his 0-1 game has been off from what he normally does. I've seen his DPFL
24.
stats
Yeah.
because he sends them to me.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's times where he averages 80 plus in a race to 10.
I
So
like this. He's taking his time.
and he does the math perfectly there.
Yep.
That's
99.
Exact way to start.
Good
last
that's a
start.
good leg right there.
But yeah, he would definitely tell you that he is 52. He would
Yeah, that's
be
fair.
very upset
Well,
about
that's the whole. That's including that double one.
well, right,
fiasco,
but that's
yeah.
still deserved, right?
60.
Yeah, I'm with you, but it's explainable because you have such a small sample.
Oh, for
right?
sure.
So that looms big right now. Look at these darts, though.
85.
Well, it was great until you mentioned the good darts.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what.
That's how that works. They can actually hear us right now.
I'm almost out of coffee. I'll be off here. I see Rosner's already complaining that I'm on the mic.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
Yeah.
He just
Actually,
wants
as
to-
soon as you start talking.
He just wants to make sure he's on the
85.
list still.
Ron Thompson sending 100 stars. Thank you,
Jacob
Ron.
Inquire,
Appreciate that.
122.
Chelsea Burner, 500 stars. Brian Drew, 200 stars. You guys rock.
18 first.
Thank you
Yep.
so much.
And Jake will know this. And now you can stay right there. Oh. Bullseye. And he hits it.
Wow.
Big
Jacob
take out there of the 1-2-2 as we're going to a last leg decider in this first singles matchup.
Nice little
Big dart.
Phenomenal time to
Final
wake
leg of the
up.
first
Awesome
set. It's
recognition
James
from
to
James.
throw
Well,
first.
and the weird thing is, James
Oh, yeah.
Edwards.
Game up.
Last time James Edwards was here, he did that to somebody else. He won a set on or won a leg on a double bull. So that's wild.
That's going
41.
to get Jake jacked up. Now, the question is he going to be able to control that?
Well, when you have to realize that James knows
Yes.
that 24 was the only rounds that really cost him major position,
24.
put him away from being in a serious position of pressure.
Yep.
And he knows that he can't let opportunities like that. You have to be hitting those 60-plus rounds almost every single time here and not give your opponent a chance to breathe.
Well, I'll tell you right now, James is getting a lot of props in the chat.
Yeah.
81.
Jeremy McIntyre is saying James threw a 51.7 PPD 3 straight games against me in the bullshooter 2 weeks ago. That's not a bad average.
No, that's not bad at all.
81.
And
Neck and neck.
yeah, this is.
I'm gonna take a look at the side view here.
Let's see, James's throw kind of just grips it and pushes. And I like it. Elbow doesn't move once.
100.
No, his arm movement's very classical there.
I just noticed Jacob's doing the PDC style where they step on top of the Aki and
Yep.
don't even look down.
Yeah, he focuses on that board the entire time. If he has an Aki in front of him,
100.
nice ton there too. Both guys nice tons on the side by side. That must be a good camera angle for that. Definitely looks worse when I'm on that camera angle.
Well, yeah, it turns out it does add 10 pounds when you're on the camera.
10? Oh, no, that's not enough. Only 59 there from James, so Jacob, a little chance. This is where you kind of get the difference between players sometimes. The setup. Getting to that finish first, throwing the right
60.
big round at the right time.
Hey, before we get
James
going,
has to get it right here.
before we get going right down on the outshots, let me just give a couple of announcements. All right, Brett Morehouse, our Northern Kentucky brothers and sisters in
Wow,
Cincinnati
there it
area.
is.
Nice darts. They lost one of their leaders today, Brett Morehouse. So all our thoughts and prayers are with those guys. And a shout out to Bobby and Jasmine Roller, who had a new baby this morning, baby Waylon. Everybody seems to be healthy and in good shape. So
Awesome.
other than
Great
that,
to
I
hear.
will get back to you guys later on.
Russell Wyatt saying, James was my partner in blind draw bull shooter in Indy. Dude
James
is awesome
McGuire.
shot. We finished third.
Wild
he-
on the first one.
He went tops
That's
to
a
start off
15.
with, and that is
65.
a mental
Go Bull.
mistake.
Go Bull.
65 left. 30 scored.
Uh-oh. Jake, a chance to
Jacob,
really
you
put
require
even more damage here.
132.
Starts right
This
at
is
the bull.
to make it 1-0. Almost has to go. Oh, it might go.
Another one of those.
He's staying. He stayed. He hit it. Double 16.
Oh, my God!
Wow!
What are we even looking at, Sean?
What was that?
That was insanity.
Well,
He's fired up.
The trebuchet
All
just
right.
hit the castle.
Get me Cory and get me Mr. Andrew.
yeah, good luck following that, guys.
Oh, my goodness. Clutch Master Jake.
So that's why I picked them,
And
because I knew that was going to happen.
I did
Wow.
expect that to happen was you throw the cards you had in your hand across the room. Oh my goodness, that was incredible stuff.
It wasn't
there.
their fault. It was not the cards' fault. It was so cool. I had to do something energetic, and it was throw the cards. Wow.
And that shows that you need to constantly be applying that pressure. That 140 was huge, gave him the advantage, and that 30 there was so costly at such a critical moment.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Are they starting or are they warming up a little bit?
I think they're warming up.
Okay.
And they each get 3 or 6 starts, whatever Keegan just made up on the spot.
All right, well, while we're waiting, I brought my son Beckham with me. So
Yeah.
happy 15th birthday, Beckham.
Yeah, happy birthday, buddy. Shout out.
He's like, yeah, I want to come. I was like, you're probably going to be bored out of your mind. He's like, I still want to come. I said,
Hey.
all right, let's go.
3 more each, and we'll get it.
And
on
that's the
the
next
road.
generation of darters
But-
right there.
But if you're not playing, I mean, I could see where. Said I warned him that he'd be sitting in the living room watching the TV and be like, "Here, a 10-second delay between the conversations." But he's smart, so he's sitting on a step and watching it live.
Well, there you go.
Well, there's some great action to be watching live. That's what we just saw.
Well, guys,
I didn't think he'd be able to get under that bull because that bull was like.
I don't know how you fit the second one in there.
Pure technique.
That's so good.
Right.
All right. Hey,
Perfect stuff.
the new
Alrighty,
2023
guys.
Red Dragon
Second
collection
set,
is available
first
over
leg, Andrew to go
a-zdarts.com.
What?
All the best. Game on.
Check out new player barrels from Peter Wright, Gerwin Price, Johnny Clayton, and Luke Humphreys. Red Dragon sponsors some of the best players in the world that drive their passion for innovation while releasing up-to-date signature player barrels to exceed their performance expectations. You can choose from multiple series of each player range over a-zdarts.com. Just click the banner on their homepage. And I'm ignoring Jason's advice, and we're going to do a live stream giveaway tonight. A-Z Darts is sponsoring a live stream giveaway tonight. Tonight's raffle winner will receive a set of 22-gram Red Dragon Slipstream darts as a part of the brand new Red Dragon 2023 launch. To enter tonight's giveaway, all you got to do is leave a comment in our chat, hit that like button on our Facebook page, automatically entered for your chance to win. So tell us who you have in this one, who you have in the match, maybe whose beard you like more, and where you're from.
Well, Andrew's beard's better than my mustache.
95.
I would agree with that.
We're gonna have to say that very clearly here.
Andrew has
Put
the
down that
second best.
graphic.
Andrew has the second best beard in the building right now.
Who's
Yes.
first?
That would be
Stu.
Stu.
Yeah, I'm gonna
The
agree.
professional beardsman
Yeah, he's literally
100.
sponsored by Beard.
people. He goes to beard competitions.
Really?
He was in Pittsburgh. He was in the Dominican Republic.
Hey, so this is the
He's also the gentleman gives our trophies.
let me put this in bunny ears. The B players on both teams, and they've started out this way.
At 96, playing 100.
Not bad.
Watching Andrew throw on the practice board before we got everything going here, showed me, okay, I see exactly what Sean's saying. He's just a natural savant on the board here. But I mean, Cory's a real competitor. He was actually number 3 in Call of Duty Mobile in the world at one point, if I'm not mistaken here, and that shows a competitive drive in him.
Or that he's bored a lot.
Or he's stuck in the DMV every day.
Yeah, well, shout out to the chat. George Daniel saying, what's up? What's up, brother? Brandon Lee from the Metro Detroit area.
George, thinking about all you guys down there, man.
Yeah, absolutely, bud. Love ya. Hope everything's...
T's and P's, brother.
Yep. Let us know if you need anything, bud. Chelsea Bruner in our chat. Chris Horton, what's up, sir? Ryan Anderson from
99.
Andrew, Iowa.
It's like over that way.
Yeah, boom goes the Iowan.
Ooh.
Actually, it doesn't sound bad, does it?
Yeah, no, that actually kind of
It's better than some of the other
well.
ones. Andrew on 179 is going to try and put some pressure on the 142 of Cory. Kind of slipped a little bit the past couple of darts. You want to talk about form that is just
28.
textbook. Andrew Strong
Corey, you require
has one of my all-time
142.
favorite throws.
I mean, the way he does that slow pullback gives it all the tension in his bicep there and just releases the dart with very assertive force. It shows exactly what you
25.
want your dart form to be like.
Yeah,
Nice.
I agree with that.
Andrew, you require
Strong follow-through
151.
and a clear connection to the dartboard.
Well, can he follow his partner and just take out a giant ton-plus checkout? Well, there's the first start of it. Trip 17. We'll leave
Single
tops.
17.
What?
Oh, I'm looking at
Oh, my
117. My bad. Wrong side.
I was going to say, I was like, even I knew that one.
Man, that would have been hilarious if we would hit the Trip 17. You'd been like, oh, now that's going to be on there for a
Corey,
long time.
you require
Big shot that people are going to watch.
117.
So Stu said he's got the best beard on the stream ever.
Well, I would agree with that, probably. Oh, and
That
Cory
was-
went about it a different way than typical.
57.
Yeah, not looking there. You're normally
Andrew
shooting that trip
require
19 to leave
57.
tops.
Yep. But Andrew, 57, 17 for tops.
J-Mac, thanks for the 30 stars, brother. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
That's a 3.
Uh-oh. Got to hit the big number. Goes 18 for double 18.
21.
And he did not get 2 looks
Corey
at the
requires
double
60.
there. That might cost him.
Is that one of the difference makers of him not being an active player? As you said, he doesn't really go out and throw as much. You think that's a reason why that shot was like that?
I would say playing real, like, actual competitive match, he's not used to that in a while, right?
Yeah.
20.
He'll play competitively and stuff, but it's all
Andrew,
fun
you
with
require
friends.
36.
This little bit of pressure, I don't think he's as used to as maybe some of the others that play in blind draws and tournaments recently.
Well, it's a lot of pressure. Not a little bit. I think a little bit's an understatement here.
It's not a bad first start for a marker. That's not,
Getting a little bit of a traffic jam over there.
yeah. And unable
Score.
to take advantage of it. Shaking
Corey,
the
you
head.
require
Cory steps
40.
back up with 40. Another time where that first double.
What's that?
Oh,
That was a clank.
yeah, you heard that tink.
20.
This is that first game blues that we've talked about time and time again. That first game is not
Andrew, you
representative of
require
how the match
36.
goes.
Who hits this and takes control of the match early? Andrew went first in the leg, so this is to hold the throw. And that's not going to be a marker for him at all, but
He's still
Afraid to go inside.
and
Hits the
hits 8. and
Corey,
gives
you
us big
require
eyes.
20.
Leaves 28, but
Not
will
one
he
of the
come
worst
back?
things he
I
coulda hit
don't
there.
think so. Yeah. But not hitting the out is going to be
That's a
one of the
great
worst
marker
things. That's a
there.
huge.
You just need to ride right on the barrel.
Oh, now it's. Oh,
Go
and he wires it
inside.
inside. Wow, Andrew
Andrew
is probably
requires
shocked.
28.
He has a shot again.
This is a parody of the first game from the last
Go to the
set.
12. There you go. But now double 7.
Good mark on it.
Yeah, one more dart in hand. And he goes
21.
inside on the 7.
Corey, you
Nightmare.
require 10.
Does Corey
Rob
split
Cody
it?
sent us 530 stars. Thanks, brother. Northsider.
That's game
And he
shot
hits it
first
first
flag.
dart
Corey Drake.
on the double 5.
Big confidence win there for Cory.
And you're seeing the reverse happen from the first set, right? Now it's the south
Second
side
leg, it's Corey
with
to throw
Cory
first.
breaking the throw
All the best
first.
game on.
Will Andrew come back? They were scoring really well until they got to doubles.
And I think that we're not going to see the same issue in the second leg and so on here.
81.
I think that's definitely one of the situations you see early on in the match.
Well, guys, we are joined by the chef who's been cooking up some great 10+ finishes. Jake, buddy,
Did something right.
60.
finally. No, I'm kidding, man. Tell us about
That's been the last couple weeks. Strong and I tried to, every 3 or 4 days try to get together, and the scoring was hit or miss throughout a lot of that practicing, but the more and more I was in
45.
legs, I had a shot to win. And the last couple of rounds though, I had a lot of those bowl out finishes, and that builds confidence and belief no matter how far you are in the leg, even when you're sitting on 3.
yeah.
It's just like, well, you got another shot. At least I was able to hit. I never busted. I never missed the single one, which was nice.
That's true.
That's a big dart sometimes.
Yeah, I would have been like 1 for 10 on just the first dart. But talk to us. The 132, man. You have James sitting on 50. You know he's going to hit that the next time he's up. Is that just a?
140.
I wasn't even, double bowl is definitely, you'll take that if you hit it, but you're just, you play that game to, I hope my second dart, I have a shot at it to hit the triple 19, but it was laying pretty perfect, and I was able to, stick one right off of it, and
45.
double 16. I've been working a lot of my outs. My game's vice versa right now. I'm finishing strong and not scoring as well as I wish, but it's a matter of time before the two come together. It'll be cool.
134.
First set under the belt as Corey Drake goes 140, 134. His last
he's
two visits.
tearing it up.
He is throwing very well, and it's one of those situations where as soon as you don't consider one of the players, the like, ooh, this guy's going to surprise you today, ends up being that guy, right?
Or you require 101.
Jake would like an orange.
I brought them.
Oh, you did bring them?
These were my props. I apologize.
I'm going to eat one, but I don't need the other.
Well, man, congratulations on the first set. You got a long way to go.
Yeah, we got a lot to do.
Going into doubles, what's the
Actually, I
strategy
might
there?
feel better actually playing doubles. I'm normally the singles type of guy, but been working on some things here, and so maybe I'll relax just a little bit more to focus in on them, because I've been trying to slow myself down. I think I did quite a difference there, and it just takes
Or you
time.
require 60.
But get that out of your head and
North Point
keep
Bank
working on
doubles
it.
game.
But strong comeback here. He's such a good scorer.
20.
He's right there. He can play with the best of them. It's so much fun practicing with him when we get the chance to.
Now tell me, do you guys play cricket when you guys practice?
No.
So that
No.
might be something that he's.
No, yeah, not a big. We like it. It's fun to play. It's good for board management and moving around. You can utilize cricket in 01 if you think about it. If,
Yeah.
if you know math and how to go about it.
Or
But
you require
it's
40.
just good to play cricket in my eyes, to use the whole entire board, or more of the board rather than so many people who just play and only throw at 20s.
30.
Double 5 was to take a 2-0 lead. So
Andrew, you require
is Andrew gonna take
102.
take it out of your playbook here and hit the top plus checkout?
I think he'll get a shot.
Well, he's definitely going to get a shot if he
10
hits
or
a big
6.
number. He goes 2 for
With
tops. For the 102 and the third ton plus checkout for that team.
Oh,
man.
Wires
right on
it
the
just
mix.
above.
He about got
Cory, you require 10.
North Point Bank doubles came.
Well, Jake, appreciate you, brother. Go ahead and go
Thank you.
get warmed up again and
Appreciate
ready
it.
to
No
keep it
score.
going.
I'm looking forward to seeing more of what you were just doing there.
Appreciate
Andrew,
it.
you require
Thank you.
40.
Thanks, buddy. Jacob Cook. I didn't even ask him about the nickname, the chef. I just gave it to him. So,
Yeah, was making
It's his now.
goulash right there on the board.
well, double 10 here for Andrew Strong. Corey's been running around the board, and
game shot in the
Andrew
second
does
leg.
take advantage of it,
Andrew
and you see the
Strong.
break right back. It's happened now twice in both sets.
So this is poised to go all the way. I'll see how the
Alright,
cranky
fellas.
game goes here.
It's my favorite time of the day. It's cricket time. This time with Andrew to throw first.
He gets better.
best
It just
game
gets
up.
better and better. Guys, do us a huge favor. Hit that like button. Hit that share button. Let everyone know you are tuning in to watch some great darts being thrown here live in Indianapolis, Indiana at the Castle.
Big shout
Um,
out to Robert
Super.
Cody.
Yep, did that one already
530.
a while ago. Like
Paul
good
Rogers, 50
40 minutes
stars.
ago. Paul Rogers, nicely done. Trevor Sellerson is 530 stars as well.
Trevor, thanks for the whooping last time we played.
Corey finding that treble right when he
That's
needs
five
to.
mark.
Yeah,
Hitting
just,
a 5 mark open.
just solid darts.
Based off what Jake said, Cory should have the advantage here. He plays cricket all the time.
Well, there you go.
That's going to be one of the other differences. I mean, you saw a 2-mark open there from Andrew, and that's not going to cut it here. You have to hit a 3-mark close. You have to make sure you're utilizing the whole segment if possible.
I like that idea.
And then but he punted it. He gave it right back to Cory to go just straight down the 19s, because I don't think Corey's the type of player that's going to shoot at points right away if he doesn't have to.
No,
Find
if
the
he can
first one, you're
control
going
the
to
board.
stay.
No,
But-
back up.
He's staying there. That's confidence.
Oh, that's a big
and that
risk.
might cost him. It's a bold move, Cotton. We'll see if it pays off for him.
Andrew's the type of guy that's going to capitalize. I don't see this being an open opportunity once again.
That was a bigger risk than your mustache choices.
Wait till I start dyeing my mustache. A little wild there in that second dart, so he's going to be forced to stay down there now.
It's a Walmart.
And
Does
only gets a
not get
1.
it.
This is definitely not Andrew, typical Andrew's darts.
You see-
Amber Strong saying, let's go, Andrew. So I believe that we have family tuning in. Gotta love it.
That's a 3-mark.
And Corey's doing exactly what he should do in that scenario. He does get the close down, keeps moving along, trying to press that advantage. Once you get up to 2-3 numbers in advantage, the game is almost all but gone. And that's one of the big differences you see in cricket.
Charlotte from Arkansas tuning in with us. Arkansas. Why is it called Arkansas, not Arkansas?
You're the English
Walmart.
teacher.
Why? I think that's silly.
So we're joined by the birthday boy.
Yeah, Beckham. What's up, man?
Yeah, not much.
How you doing, bud?
Good.
So do you play? Do you game?
A little bit.
So you're
So-
fine on a mic and a
Yeah.
headset, right? You're used to that. This is your first time ever here
That's a 3-mark.
to see this in person. What's been your experience so far?
It's different than I thought it would be. So,
How so?
like, hard to say. Just, I don't.
Well, then that is a terrible answer you gave me.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. No, that makes sense, man. It's weird to like just
5 mark.
listen to us do the talking from here, and
Yeah.
I don't know if I sound differently or if Nick definitely does.
Absolutely.
He
it's
has a way
mustache.
higher pitched voice in real life. But
Do
yeah,
you play darts much
Walmart.
yourself?
Yeah, I practice at home. So,
So do you think there's going to be a potential future where we see you at the Castle on the Siege?
maybe, you know.
For the fans, maybe?
Yeah, so he played in Ben Fair's and Phoenix Amusements they started a soft tip youth
That's a
league
5-mark.
Okay.
That's a
on
big
Sundays, and they I think we had like 23, 24 kids
it's awesome.
over 3 or 4 different divisions, and all my kids participate, obviously. And then
That's a 3-mark.
on top of that, he's a JV wrestler at Center Grove, and they just finished 3rd place in the junior state. So
Congratulations on that, bud.
Amazing to hear. Competitor already.
Well, his dad was a D1 athlete.
Are you sure we have the same dad?
Yeah, yeah, he's sitting over there.
yeah, I played Division I soccer
Oh, there you go.
at St. Joe's University.
I know. It's
I
actually,
was Division
it was
One
real.
in the Slurpee drinking contest at 7-Eleven.
You never went to college. Don't start.
That's a
I went
5-mark.
for 2 weeks.
That's mostly like never. All right, so Andrew's going to step up. You're going to have to do a lot of 16s.
Went to college, just didn't go to class.
And that's the answer.
Beckham, when did you start playing?
I think when I was 8, maybe, so 6 years ago.
That's a 3-mark.
Do you know how good your dad is?
Yeah, watch him play a lot. So,
Do you ever beat him?
no.
Never? Jeez, Dad.
I don't let
So-
my kids beat me on anything. You're gonna beat me. You're gonna beat me.
That's a Walmart.
Andrew here with a huge opportunity
Beckham, I
to get
apologize.
the close and have the point
Beckham-
advantage here.
Happy birthday, man, and thanks for being here.
Thanks.
We appreciate it.
Way to
Beckham,
talk. Way to talk, kids. Way to talk.
He talked more than his dad. That's something I appreciate about him.
Hey, I was.
2 mark.
Oh, that is a
Oh.
wire from being a point lead. That is the difference between this leg and match currently is a millimeter. And he's just going to go fat. Through 3 Seans there.
It was not even looking at the triple on that last start there. He wasn't even considering it as a prospect.
See where Andrew goes here.
If Andrew finds a bull, he needs to go for the close.
He did not
Almost fell
find the
into it,
ball.
though.
Oh.
All the wrong wedges.
Yep, and he
That's a
does
Walmart.
get rid of the 15s. I always appreciate it when guys throw with white flights. It just hides entirely into the board.
23 points is the difference here, so Cory should throw
point now,
one
right?
dart at the 17.
No, not if you're Cory. He's going for the whole kit and caboodle.
It's risky to leave your opponent an outshot. I never want to do that as a player.
Did he not just watch his partner go lose to a double bull situation? Not going to happen. But that was a good weight on that dart. Then there's a double bull.
And still make it hurt.
Another one of those would have point lead, and he does get the point lead.
Look at them Phil Taylor darts.
And now Cory's got to hit a 2 mark. And
there's a lot of pressure on this.
Oh, no. Cory is punting it.
That's
He got the point lead back. That was a dangerous second dart.
4
to say
mark
the least.
away for Andrew to steal back-to-back legs here.
Yeah, this is very doable, and what a steal this would be. Oh,
A little high on
2 darts to do it. There's the point lead. Trip 17.
For the game.
Oh.
1 mark.
And he is not going to be happy with that dart. Wow. This is edge of your seat stuff, guys. I don't know what else you could be doing right now, but my goodness. Kip, this is being played at the Castle,
Let's
live
get
in Indianapolis,
shot the third
Indiana.
leg.
Actually, just on the south side in Canby, Indiana, to be more
Cory
specific.
Drake.
Yeah, it was worth the walk over here from Florida.
2-1 lead here for Cory, and Cory will go first here on leg number 4.
That was a very scary one. If I'm Cory, I'm
Fourth
not feeling
leg. It's
super
Cory to
comfortable
throw first.
here.
All the best.
I
Game
just
on.
threw a really shaky leg and barely got away with it. So it's going to be how he starts here to see what really dictates this leg.
And Kip, if you're asking more
140.
specifically, it's at a dude's house.
I think he recovered okay.
I think he got over it real quick.
We're just dude's house. Yeah, Cory 140 to start off with is that's about ideal.
You can't really ask for much more, much less. Andrew here just needs to chip away and hope for an opportunity.
That's a great
100.
ton to follow.
A lot of pressure
Huge
on that
last
third
dart.
dart. Cory's scoring power has been probably some of the best we've seen tonight, but his doubling has been left a little bit to be desired. We're going to have to see if he shapes it up in this leg.
21.
Yeah, he's missed a lot of them, but
So have I.
good news about Cory is that that won't affect his next round at it. He knows he's wiring a few of them. He's throwing good darts and just getting unlucky, which is a good way to be. If you're just way off, you can't feel it at all, then you're a little bit worried when you get down to that point, but I don't think he's going to be worried right now. It's in a shack down by the river. There you go, Mike. Got you, buddy.
What's that from?
100.
SNL.
Wow.
It's
Yeah.
Chris Farley.
Well, figured I'd ask.
Mhm.
You know, you do get compared physically a lot to him.
You do?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a good thing.
No. So anyways, darts.
Yeah. Well, you're the one who started bringing up your comparisons to Chris Farley. That's a great second dart that's in the trip.
100.
Wow. These guys are staying neck and neck, too.
Cory here needs to hit at least a 60. Just keep it right in the same segment there. You don't want to go left or right.
Uh-oh. He decided to do the opposite of that and
96.
almost left a bogey. That was not the right dart to shoot, but it worked out.
It works if you hit it. 124 is a phenomenal leave here. Puts a lot of Andrew to try to hit a 10 plus.
He almost left 168.
242 left.
You want to count it down again?
241 left.
21.
Not the ideal round for Andrew, and
Cory
Cory's going to get
require
6 darts from 124. Cory might make this a 1-1 scoreline on the set play here in just a second. Right now is currently 1-0 north side.
Back to trip 18.
58.
No, he says.
Still has ways away, though. Got it down.
Yeah,
that was his
he's got plenty of
whole
time.
point of going to the board there.
Little bit. Ton plus here from Andrew does put some pressure on, though. Not going to do that.
You have
Now
to
he
find
wants to
yourself a
leave it.
finish.
Yeah, you don't want to leave a dart. He does not.
42.
Ugh. He's 180.
Cory requires 66.
The worst time to shoot a 180.
Cory should go trip 10 here.
I'm very curious what he's going to do. He does that.
Trip 16.
48 leaves 18.
48 scored, 18 left.
He left a double. That's all he cares about. And he still only cares
48
about that.
scored.
Because not on and out here. Jack
Very-
Harrell says, in the neighborhood, can I stop by? Sure, Jack, come on over. even if Jason tells you no.
Janella needs some darts. 200 stars. Let's go north side.
Janella, thank you so much for that.
85.
The better half, Sean McPeak.
Corey
Way better.
requires
Yeah.
18.
Like way outkicked his coverage, right? Like I did too.
Trying to find his way into here. We've seen a lot of double trouble from Cory.
It's a pretty good marker though. And again, the double trouble though is not throwing bad darts.
Nine.
That one was.
No, but I do agree. Actually, all
Andrew,
these
you
players, their
require
double attempts have been
95.
spot on.
For
It's
another steal.
It's the millimeter difference between pros and castle members. So
Yeah.
that's why we're here in the booth.
Ooh, he's
Love
going
this.
the 20.
20 for bull.
That is so blocked. Oh, he doesn't hit the big number after hitting the 25 too.
55.
Okay, left tops though.
Corey requires
Fantastic
9.
leave.
Yeah, especially with Cory on 9. This is not an easy 2-dart combination.
You drill the one
First
here.
dart's important. Got the one easily. Double 4.
Ease it in.
Oh,
Five.
just drags it inside, and now Andrew tops
Andrew, you require
to make it 2-2
40.
and go to last leg decider, which, let's be honest, I'd love it.
Yeah, well, that's what we're here for, aren't we?
I told you it was going to go every single leg possible. Andrew, don't make me a liar. Oh, double 10.
Getting a little hairy here. Needs to find this.
Oh,
30.
Push
Just
the
a bit
wire.
inside.
wow. That is like
Cory,
the
you
third time we've seen the
require
dart go
4.
there on the wire. But double 2 here for Cory Drake to win 3-1 and make this 1-1 in sets. It's now the Madhouse. And
2.
he is staying in the Madhouse unless
Andrew, you require 10.
Andrew hits this 10. Does he split or go right at it?
Go right at it every time.
He is.
It's in the 5.
Got to be more aggressive than that. Now he's got to be even more aggressive. This is a dangerous start.
That's
He
it.
hits
Fourth
it.
leg.
He got
Wow.
Andrew strong.
2-2.
He gets it done, and that's all that matters there. He got it done.
This
He
is a match
stayed
of-
in there.
match
Didn't
of
give up.
breaks.
Fifth and
A match
final
of breaks.
leg. It's
You want to talk about
Andrew to
a
go first.
major
All the best
leg in this
game off.
entire match. This is it. This is the difference between 1-1 and 2-0. If it's 2-0, north side going into doubles,
My prediction's then already wrong.
well, that's true, but also it would really give that a huge advantage. This is a big leg. And Andrew gets to go first in it.
Cassandra Strong says, awesome job.
It's Cassie. Sean, yes, you are. You would, if I was dating you, I would outkick my coverage. So I'm just letting you know.
As long as you're letting them know.
Well, he gets knocked down a peg or two being a Cowboys fan. So.
Ew.
Yeah.
I had
Hey,
to,
how about them Eagles?
Fly, Eagles fly.
How about those Bengals? Come on.
No one cares.
Who day?
Who day? Who day?
58.
All right, 60-60, and then 58 here. Guys, edge of your seat action. Andrew Palmer saying, nice shooting, Andrew. I think he just likes the name. No, I'm kidding. He's a Northsider. I know Andrew really well. My mom just texted me, do I have school
85.
tomorrow? I don't know, Mom. It's not past my bedtime yet.
My kids are on virtual learning tomorrow already.
I hope that I am, but I have not heard yet. Don't want to check Westfield. Let me know.
Kind of messed up that kids lose their snow days.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I remember the
Bro.
snow was the best thing to look forward to.
Bro, we barely give them work. Like, the work should take them, for each class, like 25 minutes.
Good,
At least for me.
good
How about
shots
this?
there.
Oh,
125.
1-2-5 from Cory Drake, and he needed that round.
Gets himself.
Still in control. He's about a treble ahead.
And it's showing his scoring power has been the best we've seen tonight. The difference is right now Andrew is putting a lot more pressure than he did the previous legs. There's no come from behind victory. Right now he's trying to get victory right in front of him at the finish line.
55.
He's trying to be the first person in the set to break the or to hold his throw.
Cory has something to say about that.
This is where Cory's been really dangerous.
Carmel is virtual learning. If that
Oh, that helps.
30.
That helps me know. All right. Thanks, Cassie.
Andrew with an opportunity to have the first out here and in good range to do so. Knowing his ability, I expect him to leave himself an out.
He would love to get a treble on one of those first two darts. He
There it
does.
is.
Now he can stay right there if he wants to. And he
100.
does. How about a ton?
That's a great stay there. Puts a lot of pressure on
is
this.
A big. Hey, yo. Thanks, Laren. Laren to save the day. Westfield e-learning, baby. Boom.
Andrew, you require
Mom, I do not have school tomorrow.
128.
Shoot the 18 first.
Yep, and he'll know this. Good first start. Trip 20 will leave the bullseye, and if we've seen anything yet, it's been bullseye finishes from the north side. 90
That's an
left.
understatement.
You go
Back to
bullseye
the-
here?
Back to the 18.
I go bullseye here. He did go bullseye there.
63.
I just like the lie of that.
Corey, you
Yeah.
require
Dart in the
158.
18.
See, but I didn't think that he would. You know what I'm saying? Because it was blocking a lot of his look there.
He's pretty flat though. He throws a flat dart.
43.
Corey just kind of rushed those darts. Did you notice that?
a little
Andrew, you
frustrating.
Yeah, it was a
require
little
65.
uncharacteristic there.
All right, 25 again. We'll leave tops.
Right back to the bull.
They decided to go a different route. 10 for tops.
Taking his
And
time
a
here.
2-0 lead in sets for the north side.
25.
He threw a good dart, too.
No, that was an excellent attempt here, but
Corey, you require
Corey knows this has to go,
115.
right? There's no way that he's
This-
going to get another approach here.
This would be, wow.
15 for tops.
Tops for Corey to steal this one and a ton plus finish.
Oh, threw it a little
Did not
fast,
follow
slipped.
through.
Let's not worry
Slipped
about
right
that
there.
little guy.
Require 40.
He got a little excited on dart 3, as I would have. Yeah, he should have probably readjusted himself there for that third dart. Something to kind of take away from it.
One of the most important times to finish is right now.
See how much it hurts. Andrew still not close to the double that he wants to be.
20.
Yep. Only 20 scored, so Corey's going
Corey,
to
you
get
require
another look
35.
here. Hopefully he gets 2 darts at the double. He's going to 32.
And that's
And he
game
only needs
shot
one of
second
them.
dart
set.
there.
How about
Drake.
that? 1-1.
1-1. This is a show that we have here.
What a battle, guys.
This is some intense darts being thrown at the castle.
That
I'm
brings
telling you
set
right
play
now.
tied to one
Tell me.
apiece.
Whoever came up with this match
Mm-hmm.
is just
We're
a
right back
genius.
to it.
It's perfect. This has been perfect. It's gone every single leg, last leg
Sure.
decider. I'm just saying. It's been perfect so far. As we head to best 2s out of 3
Do we
for the
wanna-
rest of the sets.
Do we want to show a A to Z darts commercial real quick?
Yep. So we will be right back in 1 second. Stay with us.
Darts.
All right.
All right, they're getting warmed up, getting ready to go.
They're throwing their last warm-up darts, and then they will get rolling.
I mean,
Waiting
So-
on Corey to ask if he or James wants to throw first for their team.
Let me ask you a question here. Obviously, there's been 2 people that have sat for now a while.
All right.
Jacob had the
James will
momentum
throw first
going into him
for
sitting.
their team.
Now it's 1-1. Who is
Yes.
affected more? Is it
No, you
James or
got-
Jacob?
Oh, sorry.
you know that I'm gonna have to say that it's gonna be Jake affected more here, and that's simply just because he was
All
really
right,
involved in
gentlemen,
watching his
start
partner, and I
set.
love that
First
both of them were
flag is
watching the screen the whole
James to
time,
throw first.
watching, cheering on their
All the best.
person they're
Game
playing
up.
doubles with, but also knowing that all right, now we have to climb back up and get that same spot that we were just in, get that advantage back. It shows that you're going to be climbing up the hill
Game
rather than
one.
going down it.
Well, we'll see right here how both of them start off this leg. James with a big last start to get 81 scored. And there's also now a new dynamic as that first dart goes in the trip. Wow.
Oh, wrong one.
95.
Damn it. I was doing so well.
95 scored. Jason gave you one compliment. And it's downhill from there.
Icarus flew too close to the sun.
I saw super, and I pushed the wrong super button.
I even get your Greek mythology stuff, and you don't even get my pop culture things.
Well, you're
Jordan,
cooler than me.
Jordan Teague is a
42.
huge fan of Jacob. Jordan, another friend of mine. Kev Shaver saying, great show this week. We agree. Last league deciders in both the single sets, including a 132 takeout from Jake in the first set. If you guys did not see that, go head over to YouTube and rewind that bad boy. It was a huge shot.
Now,
83.
And how about that?
Please like,
83.
share, subscribe, guys.
Yes, hit that like button, hit that share button. We are live here at the castle.
you
Sean
Florida
Green,
people better be watching, better
Right.
be sharing, better be liking. I
That's what
see
I'm
Jimmy
saying.
Sullivan in there. You better be
81.
like. Oh, I saw a like. We're good. We're on good terms now.
It's great.
Now here's what we're looking at. This is really the situation. It's all evened up. Now it's about who has the better dichotomy with their partner, who's going to be better at playing with a teammate and not having that constant self-rhythm, self-pacing. And I'm going to be honest, I think that Corey and James here have an advantage in that department.
I'd say Cory probably scored the best out of all four of the people.
Oh, he did. And you're seeing, though, it slow down a little bit. Maybe he is more of a rhythm singles player than led on. And honestly, it's tough to immediately go from a rhythm of playing singles to playing doubles. Would you agree with that, Tim?
Yeah.
See, Brian Drew sent us 200 stars, says, for Mr. Green, picking a good match. Well, sir, I picked a good match. My guest host was kind of a bust, but other than that, it's been great.
Well, Nick DeShera sending 50 stars saying darts.
Well, thank you, Nick DeShera.
Whoever that guy is. Better than the guest host.
Way better.
Jake here in a real key position. Can he get his team to the outs?
That's a tough second dart.
60.
But he gets the 60 to leave a finish. Now Corey to put a lot of pressure on the 160 because the 160 is going to be pretty difficult. Possible, but extremely difficult.
Watching these guys play, though, I wouldn't wager anything out of the running. I mean, the 132 earlier was not one I would peg as a very doable out, and
No.
it was done
Andrew,
in
you require
style.
160.
Yeah, it was.
I will say one of the with playing with Jake before, he puts a ton of pressure on himself to shoot well when he's playing with a partner. Where in the singles, it's just him.
Which
Makes
you
sense.
See that as a good thing or a bad thing?
Sometimes it's a detriment.
100.
Well, his partner gets him a ton there to leave 60. So I think in this
James, you
situation,
require
he has a partner that he knows he can rely
155.
on to do his job, which might take a little bit of that pressure off.
It all depends on his triple 19 for double 19.
Oh, that was a good look.
It all
Trip 20
depends.
left.
Like if his first dart goes haywire, he really forces the 60
98.
there, and he rushes him a little bit when
Jacob,
he
you
has a
require
partner.
60.
Well, here we go. 60. 20 for tops. That's
a
a good
great
lay.
Right it.
That's a good
And he
shot in the
does.
first leg.
1-0 in this set.
I
Jacob
love
Cook
Jake's little
and Andrew
celebrations, his
Strong.
little
Yep.
pumps. He's getting into this. He's really enjoying the action.
And that's a break of throw. And you see, the other thing I like about these four guys is I knew I was picking four good guys.
Second leg, it's Jacob
They're
Cook
fist bumping
for
each
the
other
first.
for
All the
big
best came out.
shots. They're cheering each other on, I'm sure. It's definitely a good
60.
competitive situation, but they're also still respecting each other's big shots. And how can you not with how this has gone so far?
Well, I mean, you have to know that.
Look at
Oh
this.
my goodness! Can we get another one in there?
Oh, big
140.
140 to start from James.
Yeah, no, I mean you have to look at all these other guys, and they were watching. Whoever wasn't playing was watching the TV to see who was playing, seeing what was going on in that room, the dart room right there, and they know I can't let up. I can't be the guy that lets up. And now they're thinking exactly like we talked about. Is I don't want to let my partner down. I need to be holding it. I need to be throwing a 3 at the same segment every single time here. And it's really, I don't see any of these guys really crumbling under pressure at this point. They're grooving along and finding their rhythm, and they're all doing fairly well.
85.
85 there from Corey. You saw his follow through get a little wanky on dart 2, but it went in the trip, so I think he tried it again, and it just stayed off. But great first start there from Jake. See if you can put in another.
100.
Only a ton. And James now a chance to run a little bit if he throws in another big ton plus score.
So composed, so calm at the board here. I love his demeanor on the Yaki. He's probably out of everyone tonight. It's probably my favorite demeanor, just because it just shows that it's a one track, one speed, on the tape here.
Yeah, we're getting Liz Lore saying, good luck, Jake and Andrew. Mark McGuire saying, great darts. Mark actually was an Indy person who now lives in Florida.
Oh, really? Well, come on over, Mark. We have cookies.
And then Brenda Taylor saying, good darts. Let's go, James Edwards.
Oh, there's the first slack.
And it's done by Andrew. So chance now to run here for Cory. Drop start 2. But just will nonchalantly pick it up.
That was very much like my count up. If you saw it earlier, I did place better than Sean and Will.
That was like hours ago.
Yeah, that's old news.
I'm
That's
going to
old
talk
hat.
about it the whole day.
Hey, James is left with 132. You think he doesn't want to take this out?
I just wonder if he knows to go to bull.
100.
He got the lesson taught to him earlier, so we'll see.
32.
He has two different options here.
It, right?
Yeah.
They're all watching intently at that number. They know 132 is special tonight.
And he's not going to get it after that first start, and that's just wired on the outside of the 25. But 39. A little bit of a stumble.
39.
And
Andrew, you require 151.
That one might be at worse timing than Andrew's when it's all said and done. The 151 left. Oh.
Not going to go, but he can still put a lot of pressure on the other team here and can really set up his partner. That's his goal.
Cory's looking at the outro.
59.
We should know it should be 19 for double 18.
Cory, you require 93.
Yeah, this is one of those situations where it's the same in soft tip if you're playing double out. Even if it's full bowl, you're going to go that route.
But it's always not too bad to double check.
Yeah. 74 left.
Trip 14 for double 16.
You even see Leonard Gates do a lot of double checking with the refs nowadays.
To say the least.
That's insane.
For sure.
Oh, is that in?
Nope, it's low.
Oh, that would have left 20.
No, he has to make sure he gets his math right here. You don't want to leave your partner on a bogey.
16.
This is where you ask Keegan what you have left. That's what I would do right now. Mark saying next trip, hope to plan to play at the castle. Well, buddy, we'll work with you. Just let us
92.
know about the time you're coming in. Happened to work out to where Nick was going to be in town.
Does Jacob shoot the bull first?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't think so. 72 left. Double 18. No, he's going double six. And it's a 2-1 score line on sets. Wow.
The closer
has taken out 92, 118, 132, and the 122.
Yep.
What he's showing is he has the ability to stay focused to the end and get the job done. The gold star only goes to whoever hits that last double, and he's been hitting it every time.
You give him an outshot with a 2 in it, you're screwed.
First leg.
Apparently.
Throw first.
132, 122, and now 92. All he's missing is the 102 for that for the quad trifecta, whatever it is. But it is now 2-1 in sets here. As we're going to update the scoreboard.
63.
Oh, is it?
It's 2-1 for sets, but it's now 0-0. Goes back to nothing. Yeah, it's only a race to 2 on the doubles.
You can see that was the adrenaline left over there for Jake on that current throw.
So we'll just leave it at 2-1 then.
Yep, that works. We can update you guys on the actual. Actually, it says 2-1 in sets on the Dark Neck, so you might want to just do that by set or by the legs.
So just erase them.
Yeah, it's just a 0-0 score line here. Set number 4 is where we're at, and that is actually the first
100.
set that did not go the distance.
Mm-hmm.
Did you just say that?
What?
I don't know if I had an original thought or if you just said
that was a great thought.
Okay.
That was honestly what I wanted to say. So
fair enough.
You nailed it. And this is going to be the time where it's really let's step up for Cory and James, because I think that overall their board management, their ability to get down to outs and set themselves up has been excellent, but they have not been able to close the door. And Andrew and Jacob have shown every single time if given the opportunity, they're going to capitalize. They need to change this up now.
Yeah, I wonder if there are people watching that have to play Jacob in the DPFL Elite Premier Division that didn't know who he was, and now we're like, oh, okay, we're going to have some fun when we play each other.
There's a lot of people in the DPFL nowadays. I mean, that is a Florida-based organization.
Yep.
So I got a chance to talk
It's
with
over
Chris Clark and
700,
Tim,
right?
Tim Way. Yeah,
700 people.
that is
Over 700?
correct.
That's insane.
Yeah, and Chris Clark and Tim Way, guys I've gotten a chance to talk to at many tournaments, and phenomenal guys. They just actually hosted in Davenport, Florida, where I live. About 10 minutes on the road is where they had the DPFL live event last year.
30.
Wait a second. Davenport, Florida? You can drive 10 minutes and still be in Davenport, Florida?
Well, I mean, all right, listen, we're not Seth Shade's 2 stoplights here, but
He has one. You calm down. I think you got another one added, though.
yeah, I think you requested it
Yeah.
after your comments on the CSC. Speaking of, you and I have a show tomorrow that we're going to be on, a little selection
Yes.
show
Yeah,
for
we're going
our
to
CSC.
do the selection show for the CSC Challenger Series, where you guys get to see who is going to be playing in
47.
Division 1 and Division 2, or at least offered the invite
Should we just spoil it right now?
to play in Division 1 and
Well,
Division 2.
Patrick-
Absolutely not.
Patrick doubles is a race to 2.
Yeah, so, yes, doubles is a race to 2.
58.
For time purposes, we wanted to make sure that our show wasn't 18 hours long, although we didn't know it was going to be this great.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I kind of wish it was.
yeah, let's just move it to best 3 out of 5. For
Can
this
we
one
just
before
go ahead and call an audible tiebreaker rounds race 17?
race to 17?
But yeah, we'll have the selection show tomorrow over on our pages on the Spreading Darts, and I believe also on USA Darts
Yep.
page as well.
I would think so.
With Will Stewart as well, someone that's came over here and knocked down the castle doors.
He has, yes. It was very successful when he was here as a player and guest host at the same time,
81.
which is pretty impressive. He's the only player who's done that.
Yeah,
Jacob
I had to do it one at a
80.
time. My ADHD, I was going too much back and forth. I was throwing darts at the TV screen, and one thing led to another, and Jason kicked me out.
Well, 20 for tops here for Jake. Tops for a 1-0 lead in this set.
Oh.
And he just wires it low. But you can see a
James,
momentum
you
here is
require
not in favor of the south
152.
side.
If it was 82, he was going to hit it.
1-5-2 for James. He's going to need to hit someone with the 2 in the end of it. That's a good first dart. Another one of those. Oh, my
Oh,
gosh. Double
could he
16.
do it?
How
Oh!
about
What a
He said,
shot.
I'll
Wow.
raise you there.
James
He's like,
Edwards and Corey Drake.
We're not going anywhere.
Talk about momentum shift. My goodness.
That was exactly what I needed to see
Are
from
you
my
not
Southside team.
entertained?
That was
And on that
amazing
note,
work.
We should let them know about our raffle.
Wow,
Second
guys.
place, James to
Just
throw
leave a
first.
comment in our
All the
chat.
best.
Hit that
Game
like
on.
button. You're automatically entered in tonight's raffle live stream giveaway. Tonight's winner will receive a set of 22-gram
100.
Red Dragon Slipstream darts as a part of the brand new Red Dragon 2023 launch. Again, to enter tonight's giveaway, just leave a comment in our chat and hit that like button on our Facebook page. And what a momentum shift on the 1-5-2 from James
95.
Edwards. This just keeps getting better and better.
Is that the 4th or 5th ton plus out?
I believe it's
It
the
is
fourth.
the third, but there's been a 92 as well.
We count
41.
92 in this house.
That's the fourth 90-plus finish, 3 of which from Jacob, and now the 1-5-2, which is our highest checkout from James.
And,
Wow.
I mean,
I would say 152 should have got a boom goes a dynamite. I'm just saying.
Well, boom goes the dynamite. I can give it from now. Oh, look at this. Speaking of boom goes the dynamite.
Whoa!
goes the dynamite!
180!
Perfect time.
That was wonderful.
Oh,
How
shoot.
about that?
wow.
Andrew Strong, who had it down as the first 180. That prop bet has now hit. And I think it would have been the long shot prop bet, too.
It would have been. I mean, to see this tonight, so many close calls on
58.
those big shots and finally getting that first 1080 out of the way, hitting these big checkouts. These guys are showing, and what we talked about earlier is why they're trying to get on the map and why they're really saying, hey, we're better than just the local players that win blind draws. We're actually someone that
77.
can hold these averages and play it in high pressure, high octane environments.
Well, they're doing
FanDuel,
some now.
DraftKings, get at us.
Yeah.
We can get some bets in for you.
Yeah, if we get sponsored by you guys, then we'll be fine. We'll build
21.
our own castle.
Andrew, you require
149 from Andrew Strong. Why not?
We can set the lines.
Why not just hit this? You
Might
know,
as well.
you had a 180 last time. Just throw
Doesn't have a
6
two
perfect
in it.
darts. Why not? Oh,
Terrible.
not going to get it done because of the jinx right there from Nick.
It's
Or
the
his
tail, that's the
negativity.
tail of the twos
His
today.
GD negativity.
Oh my goodness.
95.
I love the math there. Leaves 54.
Currently shooting a 112 in this leg
Yeah, just not bad.
combined.
James and Corey, ways to go here. You have to imagine this one's going to go all the way.
Jacob
30.
Cook really weighing them down. with this
Jacob, you require
95 and
54.
77.
I mean, here we go, tops for a 14 darter.
Let's
And
get
how
shot
about
in the
that?
second leg.
He cooked that one up nice
Jacob
and easy.
cooking it.
How about
Andrew
we've had
Strong.
10 plus finishes? There's our first 10 plus average for a leg.
Hang on a second. I'm
106, I
don't
believe
worry.
is what that would be. 103, something like that. But whatever it is above 100. That'll
Alrighty.
work.
In the fourth set, third and final
Wow.
leg, it's Jacob to throw first. All the best. Game on.
Well, here we go. Andrew and Jacob have the throw in this leg. If they win this leg, they win the match.
Well, for my side bet here, I definitely would hope Cory and James hold strong.
85.
Well, we'll see what happens. 85 scored there. Well, your bet's already over anyway. That's 2-1.
I placed a side one on the
Oh,
with
okay.
Crumbs. Me and Crumbs
With
have
crumbs.
me and Crumbs have something going on
Well,
here.
good. I didn't know he was the gambling type.
42.
Guys, hit that like button, hit that share button. Let everyone know what is going on here at the Castle live in Indianapolis, Indiana. Great darts.
Great darts.
Firing towards the dartboard.
And a great giveaway too.
Yeah. You want that 20 set of, or out of that set of 22-gram Red Dragon Slipstream darts.
Boy,
part of
do
the
I.
brand new Red Dragon 23 launch. Just enter tonight's giveaway by leaving a comment in our chat, hitting that like
55.
button. That's all you gotta do. It's
I
that
just,
easy.
I just hit it.
There you go.
That was so easy.
It is.
That was phenomenal.
I just don't know why everyone doesn't enter into it.
You can go ahead and send them over to 405 Pine Lake.
Well, now we have his address. He lives in Davenport, Florida, too. So now we really have
And
his
my
address.
social security number is
Go all the way, baby.
60.
He's only 24, so doesn't have really good credit yet.
No.
If I ever won, which I was obviously ineligible, but I would request 26 gram.
Well, how about this? Austin Helm, hello from Amsterdam.
wow.
Austin, what are you doing in Amsterdam, buddy?
Probably a lot of stuff.
45.
Yeah, I was gonna say things we cannot talk about on air.
I'm surprised he was able to type that, honestly.
He was here, what, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah,
Is that what we did with the winnings from here?
there you go. He won a trip to Amsterdam after last week's show.
So if you want to go to Amsterdam, get with Jason and I.
Yeah.
Look at Strong arming his way into a very
95.
advantageous position. That was some amazing setup work there. Puts a big amount of pressure on the back of Cory here.
Yeah, they're well behind, and that first start is going to put even more pressure on him. And
Cory's frustrated right now.
22.
yeah, you can see it starting to set in. Cory has not been the Cory that we saw in the singles match. And again, I think that is part of just the doubles aspect of it versus the singles. He must be good at that. As we are
45.
joined by the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Jason Ives. What's up, brother?
What's going on, kids? What a great match, huh? Some fantastic darts.
Thank you.
Is it Nick? Is it because Nick's here? Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's what it is. We knew going into this it was going to be a great match. We didn't know it was going to be
Andrew, you
4
require
10-plus checkouts
161.
Yeah.
with a 152, a 132, a 122, and now a 92.
And now 161.
Potentially. This is for the match. This goes. Not going to get it.
Just a bit low.
Almost sounded good for once.
Oh, it sounded good. But real quick, Jason, before you chime in, I just want to let you guys know, don't forget to check out the
65.
new Red Dragon darts launch over a-zdarts.com. Red Dragon maintains some of the best relationships with the top players in the world of darts. They have launched multiple range options from some of the players like Peter Wright, Gerwin Price, Johnny Clayton, and Luke Humphreys. Just click the banner on the homepage at
76.
a-zdarts.com to browse your options. Red Dragon
Jacob,
are some of the
require
fastest innovators
96.
in the darts market today, supporting the top tour card holders. 96 left for Jacob Cook.
He could, first start, trip 20, piece of cake.
That's what he's thinking.
Man, I'm so happy you came over here for that.
No, I'll tell you what, I'm here to help.
There we go.
Uh-oh,
Double
It's a
eight.
live one, 88.
88.
You suck. Couldn't even hit a 96 out.
Lazy dart. Lazy third.
Well, that's all right because Andrew's going to be back, and obviously I'm just being facetious there. He's hit 3 great checkouts already tonight. But James is going to put some pressure on this 8.
Whoa, what a
Ooh,
time to do
hello.
so.
Andrew, you
Hello.
require
He's
8.
knock, knock, knocking, letting Andrew know that
I don't
Cory's
think
gonna
we're
be
going
right
to see the same
there.
double trouble that we saw at Andrew from before.
is it going to be first start. This is
Second.
for the match. Oh, that has bent the wire. Can he use it?
North Point Bank doubles cam.
He overuses it. Double 2. What a
Well,
dart.
North Point right into the double.
No, he
Busted.
busts it.
Score.
Wrong one.
And
Corey,
56,
you require
Corey was
56.
itching for this opportunity.
Yep, just give me a dart at it.
He needs to hit that 16 first dart. This is an important dart here. Doesn't do it.
Oh, dear.
49.
Now he's got a 9 or 17. He has options.
17 because you can fall. No, that doesn't
He
really
goes
make a
9 for
difference.
tops. One dart at double, and he doesn't hit
16.
it.
I would have went 17 because he hit this double 16
Jacob, you
earlier.
require
Well,
8.
Jacob's hit all these big ton plus checkouts. Can he hit double 4?
I think so.
I'd be
This
scared
is
seeing
for the
him walk up
match.
to the line.
The closer. Ooh, double 2. Ooh,
Good
let's-
placement.
And he
Ooh,
wires it into the
inside.
madhouse.
All right.
James, you require 40.
I think the Northsiders just want to make this go to a last set decider. Let's see if James wants it.
It's now or never.
Oh, is that a
It's
problem
leaning.
first start? Now it's
Yeah,
30
I was
left.
gonna say it was leaning over.
Double 15. As a soft tipper, this should be a typical out.
Nope.
And he
25.
drags it inside. Well, you can't say they weren't given opportunities.
Andrew, you require
Andrew for double
2.
1 for the match.
Game.
And
There
there
it
it is.
And the match.
You almost heard Jacob
Andrew
yell before it
Strong
hit the
and
board.
Jacob
He knew the minute that left his hand with his ability
Wow.
to throw the dart where it was going, and that shows Andrew strong arming with Jacob cooking up some great stuff there. That was an amazing performance from that team,
You're
and
being real punny today.
I'm every day. You
Yeah,
must not watch the CSC.
Yeah, he's been thinking about that for a while. Guys, what a match. 3-1 victory for the North Side. As you look at upcoming events here, tonight was the Siege Civil War II. February 7th, the Siege Viewers versus Sponsors, which should be a great
Whoa.
show. Some of our sponsors playing against some of our viewers. February 21st is the Siege Tri-City Visits. So those are two people that we've wanted to come to the castle for quite a while, and that's going to be a fireworks showdown too. And then, of course, February 23rd to 26th, we will be live at Indiana State, the Iamoa Indiana State Dart Tournament.
Iamoa.
I am
Always a
Sean
great
Green,
event to
and I want to
watch.
thank my good buddy Nick Durachi DeShera for being our guest host tonight. But we're going to leave our stoops and bring in our champions to interview with the amazing Tim Neal.
No, yeah, thanks.
So,
Appreciate it.
well,
Well,
absolutely.
While these gentlemen are getting ready to come in and speak, little mention our sponsors, Night Owls, and their sister bar, Mikey's Pub and Grill. Their blind draws that they have, it's almost every day. If you look at it, you got a Sunday night, a Wednesday, a Friday, Monday at Night Owls, Thursday at Night Owls, and Sunday at Mikey's. Every draw has $200 ad with 10 teams, 315, 500 with 20 plus, bar matches with less than 10 teams. So there's always stuff available. All right, we are joined by the champs, Jacob and Andrew. Congratulations! What a match!
Thank you.
It's always fun to win. I mean, you kind of forget what you did at times, but pulling it out
I
is
mean,
always
I know he mothered a
what
little
it's
thing
about.
like
averages
over
don't
here,
mean
but
anything at the end of the day. Percentages are nothing. You can go on and on about stats. You could say he's not good, I'm not good, but you win.
Well, your stats show that you were very good.
We played well.
There
It was fun.
4 ton plus finishes, plus a couple 90 plus finishes. So
Yeah, after I finished and I was watching Andrew singles, we practiced when we were practicing. Everything was flying flat, and I could see it on the screen and here. So after we were done, I was like, I don't know what you got to do, man, but your dart's flying or laying flat. Figure out how to put that, put a little curve into it,
it's
backboard,
actually
and he did.
the way the dart you throw, the Phil Taylor dart.
Yeah, it's meant
Phil
to be
Taylor
that way.
throws flat.
Yeah.
Like he's a stacker.
Yeah.
So he throws low and stacks on
Yeah,
top. So
and that's what's-
it's not a bad thing to do
Yeah.
if you can perfect it. It's a great option.
No, but he's watched me play.
Yeah.
He knows that's not how they normally land, and playing with him helps my game. I hope it helps his game,
It does.
and having that support, and even if it's like, man, you're screwing up, do it right. That's what we got to do.
It's the only way you get better. Play better competition, get better.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it's fun.
Iron sharpens iron.
That's right, man. Thank you for
So-
having us.
Yeah.
No problem. You have next weekend. You're heading up to shoot the rabbits.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with
What-
a buddy I play with back at the bar, and we're gonna go up there for the weekend. And
What's your goal?
well, it'd be dynamite to win that card on Friday.
Win that CDC tour
yeah.
card. There is a
So-
CDC qualifier
Yep.
Friday afternoon up
Yeah.
in Shoot the Rapids.
But getting experience. I'm trying to get out more, and it's probably one of the things you got to do to play. I don't know. I know I'm there.
But you have a lot of things that you're playing online, but the
Yeah.
finale of
Yeah.
it is
There's that, and then the soft
In
tip
person,
side.
right?
There's a Booyah thing that I've been working on, and you're right there. I don't know.
but the finale ends up being an in-person event, so
Yeah,
you put
that's
all
in
that
person.
effort and work
Yep.
into playing at home or remote, and all of a sudden, bam, you're face to
there.
face in a board
yeah.
one-on-one.
No,
with
I want to get
somebody.
back to that. That's been a goal to get back to that. There's some of the best competition out there, and whether or not people think I belong, I don't really care what they have to say. I've worked hard at it, and I'm just waiting for a moment to.
Well, I mean, we mentioned earlier through the whole event, like you and James Edwards, you probably put more work on perfecting your craft, playing as much as you do, versus probably almost anybody in the city right now. So you two gentlemen are actually playing almost every single day, basically. Andrew, you're fairly unknown other than to most of the Northsiders. Do you ever foresee yourself stepping out away from the North Side and maybe playing better competition to try to get a little bit better?
Yeah, that's my biggest problem. I don't play enough, but with 3 kids and pretty busy. So, and I was telling Jason earlier, the best thing about darts is I don't have to be good right now.
No.
I could be good in 20 years when they're away. So, and I also told him I get burnt out of things pretty fast. So when I lead up to something like this, afterwards, I'm good for a while.
So, as someone who has 4 kids, give you a little advice: have fun. At the end of the day, it's competition. It's a game, but it's supposed to fulfill your inner competition. You're supposed to enjoy it. And once it becomes work or laboring, there's no point in doing it, right? Like it at the end of the day, it's a great game. It's a great sport. Play it to enjoy it.
Yeah, I'm not super competitive, so that's why it's a social thing for me. And I think I said that on some messages this week. It's a social thing, and I think that's why I ended up throwing better once Jake was in the room. And
I take that competitive thing away from him. I put that all on me.
Yeah.
I need to get rid of it.
Well, I mean, that's a double-edged sword because
Yeah,
there's some people
get
that
ya.
you're not taking it seriously when it's people's lives. Like
Yeah.
they think it's their life, right?
Yeah.
So don't change. Like whatever works for you, it clearly shows on the board.
Thank you.
And you two both together, playing together, have potential to be a very strong doubles team going in the future if you want to go that route.
I'll continue to help this dude get better.
Yeah, well,
he can get me a little bit better, but I know he plays a lot more. Anytime I'm a mile away.
Well,
yeah, I know.
I'll come over.
We'll start practicing more, maybe.
You got any
Try
shout
to do
outs?
that.
You want to give any shout outs to anybody? You
I
got a lot
would.
of people cheering you on.
I would. My wife. It's her
Yep.
birthday today,
Oh.
so thank you
Yeah.
for letting
So,
me get away. And
It's my son's birthday. It's my
Oh,
son
look at
Beckham's
that.
birthday today.
Awesome.
So
And my 3
Let's go
kids,
to
their birthdays
Applebee's.
are this weekend too. So
Oh, so
all the
you-
birthdays in a week, and
So is that a gift or a curse?
it's not bad. It's not bad. Get all the birthday parties over in one. They got a cousin that's
Makes
around
the-
the same time, so
Makes the
let's just get
wallet
them
a
all
little
done.
thinner that week.
Yeah, oh for sure.
What you got, Jacob?
I'd shout out to everybody who watched. Thanks for tuning in.
sure.
But wife, family, they allow me to do it and put up with it. It'd be cool to get into it more and more, and actually get out there. Just the experiences now is pretty much all I need, is to just play with these people and show up at events, and rather than do it online. That only really takes you so far. But no, without them and everyone who gives you support and don't give up, it's nice to have. So
Well, great work on that note. Your trophies are in front of you.
Thank you.
Brought to you by the Forged Egg. So, Andrew, you do have the second best beard in the building.
I know. How often does that happen? Damn.
Yeah. So when you get a champion beard
Well,
guy,
yeah, he's actually a champion.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
guy.
braid it.
not
I'm gonna
gonna-
braid it for him when we get in the truck.
get some decorations and Christmas
for sure.
balls. Well, Congratulations.
Thank
Thanks for coming. Thanks for putting on an amazing show.
Yeah, thank you.
That'll do it for us tonight. On behalf of Jason I, Sean Green, Nick Teixeira, Keegan Ives, I'm Tim Neal. Just to give you a quick rundown, next week on the 7th, we will have, we're off next week. The following week, February 7th, the Siege viewers versus sponsors. February 21st, the Siege Tri-City comes to visit. And then February 23rd through the 26th, the IMO Indiana State Dart Tournament, we will be there. So, again, on behalf of everybody, thanks for tuning in, and we will see you in 2 weeks. Have a wonderful evening. Good night.